Well, hello there, and welcome to this week's broadcast. I am Anne LaFollette, a surface pattern designer, online educator, and creative entrepreneur, and welcome to this quick tips video. Over the next several weeks, we're going to talk about craft fairs and how you might want to participate in a craft fair this coming holiday season, and the various steps that you want to follow in order to be successful. And I'm breaking them down into bite-sized pieces, so each week you get one step to follow. Let's jump right in. So this quick tips video is all about how to pick a craft fair. So you may have done craft fairs in the past and then you weren't able to do them during the pandemic. But now as we exit the pandemic, many of them are opening up again. And however, if you have never done one before, they're a great way to get your artwork in front of your customer, to get feedback, and also just to experience what it's like to be selling directly to customers. And there are 3 quick tips I have for you in this video about how to pick a craft fair. The first one is to Google craft fairs in your area and find out what dates they are, because the most important thing is to ensure that you have about 6 weeks lead time, 6 or 7 weeks lead time before the craft fair happens. So tip number 1 is check the dates to make sure it's manageable for you. Tip number 2 is most or many craft fairs actually don't have an admission fee, meaning that they're free for you to participate. Now you may have to bring your own table and your own props, but that is the second tip I have for you, is search for ones that are free, because the first time you do one, you don't want to have any extra or added expenses. So check whether admission is free, if there's an application required, for example, and also make sure you check out if they're going to take any percentage of your proceeds. Most actually don't. You get to keep all of the money that you make, but it's always important to check that. And then tip number 3 is, if you can find out what type of vendors are normally at the craft fair that you're targeting, that can be really, really helpful to ensure that there's a very good mix of different vendors. There might be people who sell items similar to what you're planning on selling, and that's okay, because competition is always a good thing. However, it's also nice for there to be a variety of different items that people are looking for as they enter the holiday shopping season. So those are my 3 quick tips for you about how to identify what might be the right craft fair for you. And I'll see you next week, where we talk about how to pick the products that you might want to offer. All right? I will see you next week. And I always like to say in closing that I am Anne LaFollette, and it's never too late to create. Bye for now, and I'll see you next week.